Namaste. So every day the key is to move even just a little bit, right? To breathe, to create some awareness in the body. And so this short 20-minute practice is intended to give you something to get your day going, or a little energy later in the day if you need to power through. So let's begin. Come into a seated position. We want to start here, dropping into the body, just beginning to notice where you are, how you feel. Easy, natural breath. Let's find a moment of stillness here to settle into your body in this space. Feel the gentle waves of inhales and exhales. As the inhales, gentle lifting, opening, expanding in your body, and then the exhale, the gentle drawing in, rooting and grounding. Take 3 more. Good. Let's move into child's pose. So coming onto your mat, onto hands and knees, and then with your big toes together, the knees apart just as much, or maybe a little more narrow, whatever feels good, and then hips back on your heels. Arms extend forward with the chest, the arms extending forward, forehead towards your mat. And then a few breaths here. Taking a little stretch by walking the hands over to the right. Let the hips shift toward the left, that deep side stretch. Head and neck relaxed. And then go the other way, walk the hands over as the hips shift in the opposite direction. Walking your hands back to center. Come onto all fours. Palms spread wide, wrists underneath your shoulders. Knees and tops of your feet on the mat. Some movement into the spine. Inhale, belly drops down. Chin and tailbone lift. Exhale to round. Press the breath out. Chin to your chest. Look back. A couple more here. And inhale to soften your heart. Look up. Exhale, rounding into your spine. Look back. One more. Inhale. Exhale, round. Bring your spine to neutral. And again, palms spread wide, maybe walking them forward just a little bit as you turn your toes under and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. An upside down V position. Keep your knees soft, heels up off the mat. And then a little movement here, shifting your hips side to side, stretch in whatever way feels good. Maybe shake your head out. Looking back towards your knees so the head and neck are relaxed. And then find this upside down shape. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale here, lift your heels. Walk yourself forward to the top of your mat. Feet coming between the hands. Let the feet come about hip width apart. Take opposite elbows. And then again, with the knees gentle, bend. Shift your weight side to side. Again, maybe shake your head out. The weight of your upper body, giving you a little stretch on the backs of your legs. Let the arms release, press to the feet to come all the way to standing. Inhale, belly drawn in to support the lower spine. Reach the arms up. Hands come to your heart center. Step to the top of your mat. Feel a rooting and grounding through the soles of your feet. Thumbs pressing to your heart, belly drawn in, crown of the head lifts. Gazing out toward the horizon. We're going to move through Sun Salutation A 5 times on the breath. Inhale, the arms reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands. We'll move slow here. Step back, top of a push-up. Lengthen the body. Crown of the head is pulling forward. Shoulders over the wrist. So you're leaning forward just a little bit on the balls of the feet with the belly in. Firm the front of your thighs. You can bend your knees here. You're going to bend your elbows into the side body to lower. Go ahead and come all the way down with control to your belly. Hands stay where they are. Elbows bent, pointing back behind you. Press the lower body into the mat. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Inhale gently to lift your head and heart. Look forward, cobra. Exhale, turn your toes under. Press down through the hands, up and back. Downward facing dog on your exhale. Going to add a little movement in here. Inhale, come forward to a tabletop, but you want to hover the knees. So just above the mat with the knees, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, press back. Do that twice more. Inhale, hovering tabletop. Exhale, press back. Good. One more. Inhale, hover. Press back, look back. 3 breaths here. Downward facing dog in the way that feels good in your body. Pressing back. Straighten the legs as you're able, and then draw the heels toward the mat. Look back. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, step or walk your feet. Come back to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Big breath, stretch the arms up. Exhale, we'll dive right back in. Forward fold. Chest towards your thighs. Look back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands on the mat. Once more slow. Step back. Top of a push-up. Lengthen the body, and as you exhale, bent knees or straight legs to the belly or hovering lower. If you're on the belly, come back into cobra. If you're hovering, the arms go straight. Tops of the feet on the mat to lift the lower body. Upward facing dog, look forward. Turn the toes under. Downward facing dog, look back. 3 breaths, hovering tabletop. Come forward. Press back, look back. Hover, and then press. 1 more, hovering tabletop, come forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathe. Inhales and exhales, steady breath. Focus gaze back behind you. Lift your heels, step or walk your feet to between your hands. Lengthen, fold. Inhale, rise, big breath, reach. Exhale, dive, forward folds. Come up halfway. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step the feet back, lower on that exhale to the belly or hovering. Inhale, facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward, hover. Exhale, press back. Go twice more, hovering tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Last one, hover. Press back, look behind you. Lift your heels, step or walk your feet to the top. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, big breath, stretch. Exhale, fold twice more. Come up halfway. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step back, top of a push-up. Bent knees or straight legs to the belly or hovering. Your choice. Cobra facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back. 3 rounds of breath here. Come forward, hovering tabletop. Press back, downward dog. Come forward, hover. Press back, look back. Go 1 more, hovering tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, lift your heels. Step or walk your feet to between your hands. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, rise, big breath. Last one, exhale, folds. Come up halfway. Exhale, hands on the mat, step or hop back, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come forward, press back. Twice more, hover, and press. 1 more, hovering tabletop, downward facing dog, exhale. Lift your heels, step or walk your feet to between your hands. Listen, you're gonna come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, you're coming into chair position. Take some breath here. We're gonna go into our second sequence, Sun Salutation B. Starting in chair, Ustrasana. Deep bend in the knees. Belly in, ribs toward each other. Arms alongside the ears with the palms facing each other. Exhale, open twist, look back. Inhale, straighten your legs, stand tall, reach. Exhale to sit and twist. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, step back, downward, lowering all the way. Inhale to lift your heart. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and reach your right leg back here. We're going to add in a core crunch, taking the knee to the opposite elbow, then the same side, and then back. Pull the knee in here, step it through. Back heel presses down first. You're going to press through the soles of the feet to rise. Warrior one. Deep bend in the front knee. Arms again alongside the ears. Soften the shoulder blades. Look forward. Exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga. You can always hold plank here. We meet in downward facing dog. Left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Cross the body. And then the same side. Reach back. Pull in, step through. Back heel goes down. Press to the feet. Come all the way up to warrior one. Shoulder blades soft. Heart lifted, ribs toward each other. Exhale, hands to the mat. Take your vinyasa, your version of downward facing dog. We meet, press back. Always that option to come to child's pose and take a longer pause. Couple more breaths here. From downward facing dog, lift your heels, step or walk your feet to between your hands, lengthen, fold, chair position, bend the knees, reach up. From the beginning, twist. Inhale, stand, exhale, twist. Inhale, stand, exhale, fold, lengthen. Hands on the mat, chaturanga, step back, lower to the belly or hovering. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg, reach back. Pull in, tap, tap. Reach back, step through. One big breath here. Warrior one, stand and rise, reach. Exhale, chaturanga. Again, the option to hold. Bend knees or straight legs, you lower. Upward dog, downward dog. Left leg, inhale. Tap, tap. Take it back. Step it through. Warrior one, big breath, rise. Exhale, chaturanga. Take yourself through and back to downward facing dog. Inhales and exhales, steady breath. Need a longer pause, tabletop, child's pose. Two more here. Good. If you're in a different shape, come to downward facing dog and then back to the top we go. Lift your heels, step or walk your feet to between your hands. Lengthen, fold, chair position on the inhale, arms reach. Three more. Twist, reach, twist, reach, and fold. Good. Lengthen, chaturanga. Lift the heart, lift your hips. Right leg to begin. Go tap, tap. Take it back. Step it through. Warrior one, chaturanga. Same thing on the left side. Take your vinyasa. From downward facing dog, left leg. Go tap, tap. From your core, step through. Warrior one. Chaturanga. Good. Breathe. Warming up, feeling the heat you're beginning to create in your body. That's that vinyasa movement. Breath and body beginning to sync together and creating a deeper internal heat on the breath. We'll go two more. Lift your heels. Step or walk your feet to the top. Lengthen, fold, chair position. Good. Twist it. Stand tall. Sit and twist. Stand tall and folds. Lengthen. Chaturanga. Right leg stretch. Tap, tap. Step through here. Warrior one. Your version of chaturanga. Your pace and your rhythm when you get back. Downward dog, left leg. Go, tap, tap. Reach to step through. One big breath, warrior one. Chaturanga. That's it. You got it. Take yourself through. Downward facing dog on an exhale. Right away, lift your heels, get back to the top. Last one, lift and fold, chair. Take your twist. Dive. Lengthen. Chaturanga. Right leg, moving on your breath. Focus on your movement. Feel the heat. Breathe. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Good. Breathe here. Breathe. Listen. Go ahead and bend your knees. Come to seated. So, 5 Sun Salutation A's, 5 Sun Salutation B's. Little extra work in there. We're going to finish up with some core. Okay? Finish up with some core. So, coming to seated. Catch the backs of the legs, Navasana boat pose. You want to pull the thighs towards your chest. You want to lift through your heart. Bring the toes up to eye level. Stay holding on to the backs of the legs. Right? Hold on. 5 breaths. Inhales and exhales. Steady gaze. Jaw soft. Breathe. Good. Exhale. Listen. Hands on the, you're going to cross the ankles. Hands on the mat. Step or float the feet back. You can stay here. Here's some options. We're going to go 5 breaths. Either in plank, high plank with the knees bent, with the legs straight. You can come to a low, hovering chaturanga, or forearm plank, right? So wherever you are, go ahead and take 3 more breaths here. Again, steady gaze. Pull in through your center. Firm the front of your legs. There's 1 more. Wherever you are, fine. Downward facing dog. Good. Lift your heels. Look past your hands. Float the feet forward. Come to seated. All the way through that. 4 more times. Let's do it. Knees bent. Catch the backs of the legs. Navasana boat pose. Again, the options here to hold on to the backs of the legs. Toes up high. Arms alongside the legs. Maybe fingertips and toes reach. Go 1 more breath. Exhale, cross the ankles. Hands on the mat. Step or hop back. Your choice. Plank. Low chaturanga push-up. Maybe forearm plank. What do you need? Find the way you're going to create some heat in your body. 2 more breaths. Good. Wherever you are, downward facing dog on an exhale, press back. Lift the heels, look past the hands, float through, come to seated, come to seated. 3 more, you're doing it. Stay with me. Navasana boat pose. So you want to challenge yourself a little bit. Right? The more that we're able to challenge ourselves, the degree to which we're going to push ourselves, well then, right, it's more of a mental tenacity that we're creating by pushing, breathing, and then holding ourselves at a point of engagement. 1 more breath. Good. Exhale, cross the ankles, hands on the mat. Step or hop back. Plank. Knees bent. Low chaturanga push-up or forearm plank. 2 more breaths. Good. Downward facing dog. Press back. Good. Lift your heels. Get through to seated. Come on. We've got 2 more. 2 more, right? Who's counting? Toes up high. Just 5 breaths, right? 5 breaths in Navasana boat pose. If you want more, you come to a low boat, right? You come to a low boat. That's an option. You keep the arms and legs hovering, belly drawn in. Wherever you are, cross the ankles. Plank position. Step or float the feet back. Hold and breathe. Long spine. Belly in. Ribs draw toward each other. Shoulders protect. Exhale, downward dog. Last one, you got it. Step through. Navasana boat pose. buoyancy, right? As if you're on an ocean, floating, arms and legs up, fingertips and toes up. Breathe. Exhale. Last one. Step or hop back. Find it. Pull in. Squeeze from the core. Steady yourself. Go all the way. 3 more breaths. Dig a little deeper. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bend the knees. Come all the way to your belly. Come all the way down. And cross your forearms. Forehead on your forearms. A couple of breaths here. All right, into the shoulders. We'll stretch a little bit. So you want to stay on your belly. Extend the right arm all the way out like a right perpendicular to the body. And then right side of your face comes onto your mat. You're going to press the left hand down, bend the left knee to roll onto the right shoulder. All right, so this is going to feel a little different for everyone. We need a little something different. Use that top knee, the left one, like a lever. You pull it in a little bit forward, right? That's going to take the weight off. Or you roll and open up, a little more weight on the right shoulder. See if you can get the head and neck to relax, eyes soft. Just a couple more breaths here. Good, let's go the other side, switch. Left arm extends. Same thing. So use the right hand to press down. Top leg will bend. And then like a lever, turning it down. A little easy, softer. Turning it up. A little more weight rolling onto the shoulder to release. See what you need. And then breathe. Good. One more breath. Okay. Coming back onto your belly. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press to move through tabletop. Coming all the way up onto your knees, we'll go Camel Ustrasana. So reach the arms up. You have some options here as well. Interlacing the hands. Or taking the hands, fingertips face down. Palms on the lower spine. Wherever you are, you want to draw the belly in gently to support the lower back. And then lift from your heart. Begin to lean back. Lean back, but lift from your heart. As much as it feels good, let the head and neck lean back, maybe catching your heels behind you. Pull from the core. Come to seated. Come to seated. A little stretch into the legs here to finish up. Bend your right knee. Sole the foot to the inner thigh. Draw the left hip back. Arms reach. Fold over the left leg. Look down. Couple more breaths here. Inhale, sit up. We'll take a twist. So sole that right foot comes to the mat. Right hand going behind you. Hold the left knee and then twist. Try to maintain a long spine as you twist to look behind you. And draw into your midline. Lengthen and then twist. Unwind to switch sides. Left knee bends. Hold the foot to the inner thigh. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Come back to seated. Take the twist. Sole the foot to the mat. Left hand goes behind you. Hold the knee. And then twist to look back. Unwind. Last few breaths here. The legs straighten. Pashimotasnasana. Inhale, seated forward fold. Reach for your toes. Head and neck relaxed. Look down. Breathe into the backs of your legs. Inhale, sit up. And coming back into that seated position where we began. We'll finish in seated. Let your eyes soften and come back into that space of awareness. Place of gratitude and thanksgiving for the time you've taken for yourself today. Just a bit of time to move, to breathe, following the sensations that arise, and knowing that that guidance will connect you into the world and really create the world around you. So I hope that will bring you some energy and some peace for what you need for your day today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.